You've made it to Talking Mushroomies with Kristen, Danielle, and Michela.
Okay. Are we ready, ladies?
We're ready as ever.
Okay.
Giddy on down.
Everybody comfortable?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. All right. All right. Hello, friends and funguis. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Mushroomies. My name is Kristen.
I'm Danielle.
Michela.
And yeah, this is us. We're here. And we're excited again. Today's topic is the 5 love languages. And yeah, we love talking about love. We're little lover girls.
Yeah.
Such lover girls.
Lover girls, yes.
And the reason is we just feel like it's extremely important to know how we love ourselves, how we like to be loved, and how we can love the ones we love better.
That was such a good way to put it. How we can love the ones we love better.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Yeah.
For real though. Like if you care about someone enough, you should care about how to love them. So
That's why I love encouraging people to take them, and I always want to know, because I want to know how they like to be loved.
yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we took a test right before this, actually, very recent.
What was the test called?
The 5 love languages.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just Google that. And it was
We can
pretty
also link
easy,
it.
pretty quick. Yeah, we can link it.
Yeah.
But we just took this recently, so we have our results. It's very updated.
Yeah. And honestly, I believe that we should be taking this test like at least once a year. Because
yeah.
like what's so crazy for me, I've taken this so many different times over the last probably like 8 years of my life, because my parents introduced this to me when I was like younger. Yeah, when I was in like probably high school. And it's been in their lives, or maybe even younger. So it's definitely been around for me for a while. But we decided to take one right before we recorded today. And I think, let's see, these are Kristen's results. Do you
Wait,
wanna go
let's
through these?
describe what they are first for
yeah.
the people
Thank
who
you.
might not know.
Thank you. So the 5 love languages go physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and gifts. Yes. Do we want to go in depth about each of them, or should I just talk about like my burrito metaphor to just keep it
I'd
short
love
and
to
sweet?
hear about that. Okay, yeah. Do the burrito.
Yeah.
So basically, let's say, and looking through the eyes of a burrito, or you and a burrito, if you like to be loved, these are like all the ways that you like to be loved. Either someone saying like, wow, that's a really nice burrito that you made. That's words of affirmation. If someone makes you a burrito, that
This is cool. I like this.
I've
if
not
someone
heard
makes
this.
you a
I'm fucking
burrito,
dead.
that is acts of
of
service.
service,
Yeah.
yes.
If someone like holds you and wraps you like a burrito,
Oh,
like like
physical
physical
touch.
touch. If someone's like, hey, I was thinking about you. And I went and picked up a burrito for you. I know that you've been really busy. That is a gift. It's just like, yeah, I was just thinking about you.
Up a burrito.
Yeah, I would got you a burrito. Like, I know you've been like mentioning how much you've been craving Mexican food. Just like, because knowing that like you're just on the top of someone's mind, and then they're like, hey, I was just thinking, I just wanted to get this for you. Or they know that you love burritos so much, so they get you like a gift card for burritos. That's like gifts.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, right. And then the final one is quality time, which is, hey, do you want to go get a burrito with me? Yeah. So I mean, the burrito is just like the example that I was using right now, but
like
you can
that.
see that as in like coffee, like with a bunch of different things, and just seeing like, okay, which of those
Burrito.
quickly like is a way that you like,
Yeah, fills
or
your
that
cup.
you prefer. Yeah. And then okay, so I think that's a good enough description.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I
and
really
on the
like
website,
that.
because we
That was
do
great.
have pictures and like screenshots of each of them, but it's a little wordy.
Yeah. We don't have to go into depth
Yeah.
on like each one. I feel like
No,
everyone
I
has a
think-
pretty good
And
understanding.
I think
of
as
all
we
the
talk
love
about
languages.
it more too, like throughout the episode, I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's talk about results.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna share ours and like I guess how they apply to our lives,
or just
and
like
just
how do we
how you
resonate?
can apply it to your own
Yes.
too. Yeah, just
Yes,
like how
yes,
we
yes.
resonate. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll talk about whether I like resonate with my results right now.
Cool.
So basically, whenever you take the test, it gives you like a spread of like, okay, it's 30% this, 20% this, 15% this, and it gives you like a holistic view of like the love that you love, that the type of love that you like to receive. And so I definitely resonate with these. Honestly, actually, I was really confused when I first
Yeah, your
got them.
reaction. I was like, what
I
she got?
did not resonate, because I was like, wait, what? I did not expect that. It was like this is a completely different mix than
Also,
my last one.
when was the last time that you took this?
Definitely sometime early last year. Yeah, definitely
Because I
early
feel
last
like
year. It
as
was before you guys came into my lives.
Yeah.
So I'm a big believer that the people that are like around you and who
will have an
love you will
impact
have an impact on the way that
your
you like
love
to be loved, because it
languages.
changes so much. Because I went from taking it when really the only love that I was receiving was from like my parents and then people in like high school, like high school friends
and your
stuff.
relationships shift and grow,
And they shift so
new
much.
people come into your life, so
Yes.
different ways of loving can be.
Yes, like physical touch was never high up on my rankings, but once I started becoming friends with Madeline, she's very much like a physical touch person, because like no one in my family is really very
Super
like
touchy.
touchy. Like my mom is, but for some reason it's just like I've never felt like I've like care. I don't know. It's been like I have a very weird thing with physical touch in my family, but it's shifted a lot more, which is crazy, because sorry, I'm gonna go a little crazy right now, but
I'm loving
my little sister,
I like this random talk right now.
my little sister, her number one love language has always been physical touch. And like that was like one of the lowest for mine when I was growing up. So like I never hugged her, like ever.
Oh, that was
her
probably
growing up.
difficult
It
for
was
her.
so difficult for her. So that's why like when we like moved back in with each other for a year or like a year and a half recently, like which is where I lived before here. It was so healing, because we ended up having such like a touching, like loving relationship, and it just healed so
really
much
sweet.
of that like childhood stuff. But that was like that's
cute.
a way of like, we can get into the love languages and like other people and relationships later. But yeah, so really this spread it was shocking to me. It's a completely new spread, but the very first one is words of affirmation. And honestly, like lately I've definitely been appreciating when you guys like tell me like how smart I am, or you guys tell me
Or,
like
we're supporting
that I'm
you in a
beautiful.
certain
yeah
thing.
Or like you'd love like one of my outfits, or like you're like, no, like I want to hear more about like what you're doing for your job, like no, that is so cool, like no, you do work so hard. Like how much input I've been receiving through like words of affirmation has been so impactful for me.
Wow.
And then like feeling like when people aren't doing that, because at work it's a really, so your love languages will completely reflect like in your home and at work, because being in like the office and not having a boss like telling me like, hey, you're doing a really great job, or hey, just giving me that affirmation, that's difficult for me. I have no idea where the fuck I stand. I feel very lost.
You need people to give you like some sort of
am
like
I being
reassurance.
appreciated? Am I doing a good job? I need to be told a lot at work that I'm doing a good job. It's something I'm trying to work on, but it's also just the way that I receive appreciation.
Totally.
So I noticed recently too, like when someone like validated my experience and was just like, yeah, no, this is like a really heavy lift that you're having to do, and like this you shouldn't have, like, yes, like you're doing great. And just receiving that little bit, I was like meant the world to me. So the more I think about it, yes, words of affirmation definitely makes sense. And then my next two were a tie. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks. Take note. Sweet. These are just such great conversations to have with people that you love. But
Yeah,
okay.
it's super interesting.
Yeah. And then the next two are physical touch and acts of service, and those are tied to 23%. And like we all have a very touchy, lovey relationship, and I freaking love it. And I definitely realize that I need that. And just like seeing other people's relationships where there's like a lot of physical touch, especially like PDA. Like I'm like, damn, I want that in my like next romantic relationship. Like it's so sweet, and like getting to just like cuddle with you guys feels so good. And then access, and then acts of service. Like I love when people do things for me, because I think that's just such a way that I like to love people, is just through serving people.
So when people do it back to you, it's like, it feels reciprocated.
It means so much to me. It really does mean so much to me. Like the dishes, like just doing that for me, or like, I don't know.
Damn, you know what I just thought about? I'm like, is there a test for love languages, how you like to be loved, and then like how you love others? Do you know what I mean?
People
like, is this applicable to, or is this just like how you like to be loved?
This test is just how you like to be loved.
Yeah, because
it's different. Like, the way that you love other people is different.
Yeah, I feel like it's different.
Yeah, I
Maybe
feel like
we can
they could
look
be
into
similar,
that.
but they've got to be. There's like big differences in both of them.
Yeah.
Random thought.
Yeah. But no, I've thought about that too, and I'll do research into it to figure it out, because I've always wanted to know, but I also am just like intuitively I know by just like,
because I feel like how you love others, like your main thing is like serving others.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah, big server.
Yeah,
huge. Yeah, that's baked into like my DNA. I feel like it's just also the way that I saw my mom love other people. So I definitely modeled after that. So it's really nice, because usually it has never really been very high on my list, like really my whole life. It's always been pretty low, which is strange, but now it's a lot higher, and I think it's just because but I think because I've been just really a lot more busy, so it just means that much more when people decide to do something for me. And then receiving gifts and quality time are basically tied at 10% and 13%, which is crazy, because quality time used to be like at the very top, but now it's like every time I was like answering the questions, I was like, I mean, I don't really care to do that as much anymore. I don't know.
I feel like it's because you're like in like kind of hermit mode as well. So making time for people is also really difficult when you're in that hermit mode. It's like, maybe seeing you physically and like spending quality time like isn't at the top priority right now, you know?
Yes, good observation. Yeah. But yeah, so that was my spread and how I've resonated with it.
Hell yeah.
Who wants to go into theirs next?
I can go into mine.
All right, hit it, girl. And then this one's yours.
Get it, girl.
Get it, girl.
Okay, you're gonna have to help me break this down once again. Okay, so the first one, so at 33%, mine was physical touch. And I definitely resonate with that. I feel like the way that I like to be loved, 100% physical touch. I mean, like those are my results, but the way that I love others, like, yes, I feel like I'm touchy, but I prefer for like other people to touch me.
You're super touchy though.
Am I?
Oh my God. At every chance, like laughing, you always want to like, you take any opportunity.
I guess you're right. Maybe
someone.
I'm just like
and I
observing it differently.
What?
You always poke my butt.
Yeah. I guess I do like little subtle.
You love so much like touching, and you've always talked about how much like you love that in relationship, like
intimate relationships.
But that's a new thing for you.
It's a new thing because past relationships, oh my God, so fucking cold. Like no physical touch, and that's
unless
like such
it was
a huge need of
sex.
mine.
It was terrible.
Yeah, unless it was for sex.
Yeah, and that's
fuck that.
Like, what?
No, bitch, you better be holding my hand and kissing it and kissing my forehead and playing with my hair and like massaging my back.
Big PDA girls, facts. We're dude, love it, girls. Show me.
Girls.
That's where it's like, show me you love me. Yeah, your touch.
Physical touch is so important, and I feel like I've definitely tapped into my physical touch more than before because physical touch was not really a thing with majority of my family members. Like my mom being like Brazilian and passionate and so loving, she would always hug me and kiss me and like let me lay on her boobs and like just like you know what I mean? Yeah. But like with everyone else in my family, it was like definitely not a touchy relationship. Yeah. So
yeah, like my dad was not touchy at all.
Yeah. Oh my God, my dad he's like so awkward when I hug him. He's like, hi. Sorry, Dad, love you, but yeah. So that's the physical touch right there. And then let's see the next
quality time.
Next one's quality time. Quality time is
oh my God, quality time and acts of service is tied.
Yeah.
For you for second.
Yeah. Which is, I resonate with that. I definitely appreciate quality time for sure, especially in my intimate relationships. But I would say that's a little bit different with friendships, I thing. Like I wouldn't say that's like at like the top like priority. Do you know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. So
Because I feel like you spend a lot of time with your friends, and I think you love when people like do favors for you and like help,
I do.
like,
help
clean things for you, or like
if someone's like helping me out and like
maybe
doing
that's why they're,
something
like,
for me.
tied.
Yeah. But when people
like when I helped you like fill the air to your tires like on your way,
that
you know,
was
like
so
that's
sweet.
like acts of service,
Yeah.
like things like that. And I think you like you love those things.
Yeah.
What are the last two gifts? Because like from your friends, yeah. Because like I don't think you
I'm
like care to receive
yeah.
gifts from your friends.
So gifts, honestly, I don't care. Like when I think of gifts, like I would way rather have someone write me like a cute note or like a love letter or something like as a gift. Like I would consider that a gift.
Do you think that's
or
acts
even
of
words
service?
of affirmation?
No, that I think that's words of affirmation and a gift. Kind of.
They
I think it's like dripping in so much different types of love. That's so sweet to write someone something.
Yeah, if someone writes me like a letter, like you literally have my heart always. Yeah, I'm a big letter girl. If you really feel that. Yeah, I like close my eyes if you write me a letter. And I like if I write you a letter, like I love you. I definitely like really love you. Aww. But yeah, I would say I definitely resonate with my results, and I would say they have definitely shifted a lot, because I remember the last time I took it was probably about 2 years ago, and words of affirmation was really up there, and then physical touch was also not as up there. But I think because of the like relationships that I was in, that had an effect of like how I perceived how I like to be loved, being given what I had in that moment.
How you perceived you like.
I don't know how I just came up with that. Straight up channel.
Holy
that
shit.
was so channel.
No, straight.
I was looking at you, but I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying, but I know it makes sense.
Dude, that's so true.
Wait,
Because it's like
shit.
the only type of love that like you're getting. So you're like, oh yeah, I love to be loved
like
this way.
is great.
Damn.
This is everything I
realize
wanted,
what
but
you were
fuck
missing.
no. And
Damn.
okay, yeah. So that's my key takeaways, gang.
Something else I was thinking, like the way that I think your mom loves a lot is through acts of service.
Oh my god,
And
my
that's-
mom
that's, like,
is
being
a
a server.
server. My mom will cook, clean, do anything you need. Like if I don't even know, I can't come up with an example, but she will do anything that you need at any moment.
She will drive.
Oh my
Like,
god, she literally drove. Okay, so my mom lives in Orlando. I live in St. Pete. All right, whatever, 2 hours away. She comes to my house at like 9 a.m. I'm sleeping. She
really cute.
She came unannounced. And then I have like my windows, so my curtains are like slightly down, but not all the way. And then she just knocks on it. I hear a knock.
Michaela's room is at the front of the house.
I'm literally passed out. And then I hear a knock, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, come in, because I thought someone was at like my door. And then my mom goes, Miguel, and then has a box of vegetables and fruits. And she literally just drove all the way here, and she was like, like I just wanted to drop you off some fruits and vegetables. And I'm like, what?
She's
like
Brazilian.
you
Guys,
are
it was
you
the most
are such a
precious
gift
thing.
to this world.
And then she left. Michaela wanted to get breakfast, so she's like, no, I go.
No, yeah,
was
dude. I
done.
was like, let's go
She's
get
like-
food. Like, let's hang out. She's like, no. I need to go back. I need to go back to Orlando. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, I love you still, but
She
let's
shows
hang.
up. She's the best.
Yeah.
my God.
That was really cute. I loved that.
Oh,
And
that
then-
was really sweet.
That was so cute.
And then something else that I want to bring up is like, I feel like a lot of the ways that your family loved you or your parents loved you is through gifts. And that's so low. And that's,
Oh my.
Whoa.
Because damn, fuck. Because now I'm just like, I don't yeah, dude. My perception of like money and yeah, dude, the way that a lot of how I've been loved majority of my life is like, oh, like you graduated college, like I'll get you a car, which is fucking great. I love that. Don't get me wrong, but like,
but that doesn't feel like
it doesn't fill my cup as much as it did when I was younger. I think just as I've like gotten older and grown more into myself, I think just like the simple ways of loving people is so much more important. And I don't really think money within relationships is, and like gift giving is like a huge thing for me, because that was like really around when I was growing up, and now I'm just like, I could not really care about it.
Damn, yeah.
And I'm just thinking of like physical touch and quality time. Like you literally just like being around people and them touching you.
Dude,
That's
if someone's
like,
touching me, I'm just like, like a sense of just like release. I'm like, everything's okay.
Everything is okay. Yeah, it does feel so good. I think we've been leaning into that a lot. Like, in our relationship, it's been really helpful for me lately.
I know. I'm like, I want to hug you guys right now.
Should we like hug each other real quick?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many cables. It's kind of difficult.
All right.
Ow.
You guys are the headphones. The Mushroomies with their love languages.
Hug break.
Hug break.
Hug break is
Michela.
cute. Hey, Kristen.
So cute.
I have my mic.
Hey.
I love you guys.
Love you. I'm just taking it off real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyways.
And we're back. And we're back. All right.
Thanks.
Curdy, what's your love language?
Curdy.
Share with us.
So I feel like I have taken this pretty recently, at least within the past like 6 months, and it was probably pretty similar to what it is now.
Wait, did you make your boyfriend take it?
I sent it
Wait,
to
did
him,
it?
but I haven't seen his results yet.
Oh, wow, that's super fun.
That's so fun. That's always such a fun conversation.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the results. I was excited to hear your guys's, and it's interesting to hear like
So true. We haven't talked
your
about
description of it. Yeah, like why. I like the why a lot. It's really interesting.
Yeah, give us your why.
So my first one was physical touch, like Michela's. And when you guys started talking about how your parents used, or like how your family used physical touch growing up, I was not physical at all. Like growing up, I thought I was like, oh, I don't like hugs. Like I was one of those girls.
I was so cold.
And yeah, I just didn't know how to. And I was so awkward and weird with my emotions because I was so out of tune with what I was just really out of it. Yeah. I was crazy,
dude,
girl.
I used to cry and like my family would know like not to touch me because I would just get super angry. I would literally be like, don't touch me. It was weird. I would just want to handle it by myself.
So weird. I feel like it's like you're just
like that's very
coping.
teenager. Yeah,
you're confused and it's hard and it hurts. So
oh my god, guys, being a teenager.
I know. Shout
So
out.
confusing.
You guys are doing it.
Yeah, shout out to our teenagers.
Love you guys.
So yeah, my family was very physical, but in such a nice, healthy way. Like I it's been amazing.
Did
my
you
little
get spanked
sister
and stuff when you were a kid?
Okay, I didn't. There was one time that like my sister did, and I was like, I do not like that. And it never happened again. And it was when we were really young, and it was from my dad. But my dad also, like on the flip side, is extremely like uses physical touch in such a healthy way with my sister and I, like, really? And with his partner and my stepsister. Like, he is such a hugger and such an embracer that he still does it to this day. Like, I'm 25 and he will come up and like hug me and like just have his arm around me and hold me. And it's like, it makes me feel so safe. And it's like the sweetest thing ever.
A dad that's in touch with their physical affection.
And he's meant to be a dad of girls. Like, he's just really,
I love that.
Really respectful to women in all ways possible.
Wow.
So I'm super lucky in that, in that realm. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And I think that it translates into my partnerships and like people that I want to date, and I want them to like embrace me too. It feels so good when they physically like can hold me in that way.
It makes you feel so held and seen, and like I love all of you.
And then that way I can like also do the same like to my dad and my partners. Like, feels weird to put them in the same group, but
yeah, but it's you're into psychology.
It happens.
You understand.
I know. Yeah, and it feels good to be able to go to them with like hugs, and like sometimes I've cried to my dad and just gone to him and like cried and hugged him, and he's not said a word and just hugged me back, and it's like sometimes I want that for my partners too, and it's definitely up there.
So did your mom not hug a lot?
No, my mom was very touchy too, but actually way less, but would definitely give hugs a lot. And now I get to like, she's gotten less physical over time, which is really interesting actually. she was really like touchy and playful, and I would like sleep with her for a while growing up. Like even when I was like young, I would be like, hee hee,
Sleeping with your parents was so
fun. But yeah, and then my sister too. My little sister taught me physical touch as I got older, and then I'm still working on it, but I love with my friends as well. All types of sisters.
You've always been.
I just like
I've always seen you in
cuddles.
your friendship dynamics before we got close, and you were always just like such a little cuddle bug. That's always how I've known you. She's just like a little monkey that wants to hang on everyone.
Yeah,
so
like it feels really nice to embrace. I guess that's just the best word to like connect. Yeah, sweet. Feels really good. So that's my.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
The physical touch aspect in your dad, that brought up a lot for me, because like for me and my sisters, like we were hit a lot growing up. Like we were spanked a lot, and so I think that played a really big role in like, oh no, like the only time that you touch me is like through like violence or punishment, you know, or like consequence, as opposed to like, it was never like, I love you, let me hold you and stuff like that. So I think that definitely played a really big role. That's why I think having relationships, and that's where I
like healthy physical touch.
And I dated one guy, like, we can blink that out, but that has actually shown me like physical, like actual like physical touch in a relationship, and like we never even like had sex or anything like that. Like it was just very like,
I remember that being,
but
really
there was so much intimacy and physical touch, and I have never experienced that in a relationship, and that was like, wow, this is so absolutely how I want to be loved, for sure. And it was just, I think it's just super healing, and that's why like my little sister definitely got hit a lot more, and her physical touch is her number one. And that's where it's like with words of affirmation, like I need a lot of it, because growing up, like my dad also verbally was really hard on us, and so I think it's like you like, and the physical touch, like worth like you not getting a lot from your parents. That's why I'm just interesting, because like that's your number one, because it's like I got so much of it, and I love, and I want to keep getting it.
I feel like
and mine was like, I didn't get it, and I need more of
this.
I was really like rejectful of it though growing up. I don't know if that's a word. I rejected it a lot growing up.
Rejectable.
Not respectful, rejectful.
Yeah, that too. Like, I was one of those girls. I was like, ew, I don't touch. I don't know. It was weird.
Like in your young like relationships.
Yeah. Well, no, with the people I was hooking up with and like having a relationship with. I don't know why I said it like that. Anyways, let's see what's next.
Wow, guys, if you don't learn this, it hasn't changed. It's just a shape.
Okay, and then my next two are tied, actually. I didn't know mine were tied.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
26. Oh, yeah.
23.
Hey, we all three of us have two like 23% tires.
Wow.
Cute.
Words of affirmation and quality time.
Is 23?
Wow. Yeah, I would say... Yeah, I love being able to just sit and do nothing. Like literally physically be around each other and like vibe. That feels good for me. Yeah. Or vibe and talk and chill and like hang out.
Yeah.
But I just like to be around people.
You're also a movie girl. And like TV, you know, like and like that's a cute thing to do with people.
Or just like arts and crafts. Or we're like going to do something together.
Like Sam's Club, like going together.
Going to yoga.
I just the support of being there. Oh my God, so true. Like today, okay, so we go to Sam's Club, which we'll get deep into later. And we go like every 2 weeks or so. And I planned to go today because I was like, oh, put it in the calendar. And I was like, can you guys go with me? Like, I feel like it's a lot to go alone. I literally can do everything. I just want you there. And that's kind of describing quality time in a sense.
It's huge.
Totally.
It's literally like I just want to go do something with you.
Yeah, it's just like having that support
God,
of like being with another person.
Yeah, I don't know what it is for me, but it really does it. And words of affirmation, I think this is actually kind of new. It's higher than it usually is or was before, but it does feel so affirming to get positive
like praise.
Yeah, oh my God, it feels so nice. I'm like, oh, you noticed that? Like, yay, cool. Like it was
The acknowledgement.
Intentional. Yeah. And then it just feels really good to be acknowledged. Yeah.
I love loving people through that way too. Like words. Affirmation. I love gassing people up.
I know.
Gas
girls. Yeah. Literally.
What would like
hype men?
What would like listening to someone fall under?
I think
either quality time or
acts of service.
You think that's like serving someone?
No, quality time.
Yeah.
Even words of affirmation.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because it's probably in the descriptions.
I feel like listening to someone is such a great
that could be
way of loving someone. And honestly, that's a big thing for me too. I love when people listen to me. Yeah. Yeah,
that's a good. I agree.
Yes, that's
huge. Really nice to be heard. To be affirmed. I think words of affirmation.
Yeah, because I guess like when someone's listening to you, like you're like saying something, you're expressing something, you're speaking something.
It's like communication.
Form of words of
it's a form. Okay. Yeah. I thought of that, and I needed that cleared up. I was like,
because that's a huge thing that a lot of people ask for and appreciate. Is like, will you listen? I just need you to listen.
So true that it's not clear. We should totally look into that.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah.
We have some screenshots of the different.
Yeah, this is an amazing test. This is fun. Okay, my last two are acts of service and receiving gifts, and they're pretty close, 16 and 13%. Gifts is the lowest. Acts of service feels really good because I think that's how I like to love. Like, it feels really good for me to take care of the people I love, and a form of that is acts of service, like doing things for them just in whatever way that they need, physically doing something. So like, an act of service. And then gifts are just fun for me. I like gifts either way, but I think it just ranks lowest because in a way, like, although my dad was good physically, he wasn't always available emotionally, and that was really hard for me because I was an extremely emotional child. And he would give me gifts a lot, like
to make up for it, and be like, "Hey,
and
here's
dangle them over my head, like, I did that for you." Yeah,
totally.
And so that's why I'm like, I don't need a fucking gift from you. I don't need these flowers, bitch. Get these out of my sight. You know what I mean? Like, my dad would buy me these things every week and be like, "Oh, well, I bought you that." Like,
oh my god, dude!
Just like,
the worst is when they fucking throw it in your face and they're like, "Well, I bought you this, or I spent money on this," and I'm like, "So why'd you even do it?
Why did you do it? I don't need it. I don't need." I'm like, I'm like, that's the last thing I need.
Take it back.
Bro, I'm like, do it. It's not important.
Try me, bitch.
Yes.
Like,
okay, well, that's
you want to go there.
Though. When you have a negative way of love with like, or one of these was a negative experience for you, it's lowest. But when it was a positive experience, it's higher
for you.
I feel like, but yours was negative.
Yeah, so the gifts, mine's like at the, like, it's the, what am I trying to say?
The lowest ranked.
But then physical touch, which wasn't really a huge thing in my family.
Right,
so I think it could go both ways.
Yeah, I think either one can go.
But I think definitely your upbringing has a lot to fucking do. It's the first time you're learning how to love anything or anyone in this physical realm. Like, you're literally like put into this earth, and then it's like, wait, like, I'm gonna look up to you how to be loved, and then it's you learn a lot from it, you know.
Like, I feel like if Julynel was like around right now more, like living with us, it's like living around us, just
one
like the amount of, just because like whenever she's around, it's just like the amount of little gifts that she gives you.
I was just thinking like of her physical touch.
Her physical touch.
I thought you were gonna say that.
I feel like she uses all of the love languages. She's the best lover, like, in the entire world.
Yes,
that is the best way to put it. She's the best lover.
Yeah. She
like, whoever
hits
dates
every
her,
single one.
Bye. You're not
Shout
the best
out.
life.
I'm gonna show you it. There's gonna be pictures right
let's
here.
Let's do little photos of Julynel because we love her so much.
She'll be a guest soon. She's gotta be.
Oh my god, she's top of the list for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we talked about how they've changed over time. We talked about how we like resonated with our results. I'm trying to think of like if there's anything else that I want to know about you guys and your like the ways that you like to be loved. I like, should we try to tell each other how
how you express your love?
Me? Yeah. Like how do you express your love? Like based off of how we've like observed each other.
Ooh, interesting.
Like of like how we would say, you know, instead of us taking a quiz, let's just like tell each other like, I don't know, I feel like you love a lot in these ways. And okay, but this definitely puts us on the spot. So
me and you
definitely
answer.
For Kristen.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I definitely think that Kristen loves most through
you can look at them.
Physical touch. No. I'm saying like based off of like my personal observation. No, based off of my personal observations of how you love.
No, I mean, no, I know, but like I'm thinking of the 5. And
I have them. Yeah, I know them all. I have them off on the top of my head.
Okay. Okay, cool.
But I would say,
sorry,
physical touch is definitely the way that I observe you loving. I think the most. And like definitely what I love to like receive from you. I mean, granted, I love receiving love in all ways from you. I mean, this is so hard. I mean, I can literally just go through each of them and say examples, but if I have to rank them, how would you rank? So I would definitely say like physical touch is super high.
We're still talking about Kristen.
Yeah, we're talking about Kristen.
There's my airiness. Okay, it comes out to play every here and there. Every here and there, guys.
Every here and there is that the term? I don't know. Every here and there. I really don't think that's it.
What?
Every
there and here.
Every now and then. Every here and there.
Now and again.
Did you say
every here and there?
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Yeah, that's it. But I made it into my own thing.
Every here and there. Is that what she said?
I was gonna say that Kristen. I feel like. You're such a good listener. Like I feel like I can you really listen to me when I'm talking to you, which I appreciate so much. Yeah. And quality time, I would say, for sure.
Yeah.
Like when me and you get one-on-one time, like I know you love it. So I would definitely say quality time.
But
and
I think it's like definitely a way that she loves people, because it's also like you like time with yourself, so it just also feels like it's a big deal when you decide like, yeah, I'm gonna spend time with you, and it's just like wow, I feel so like honored.
Yeah, because I feel like I know everybody's time individually is so important, whether they know it or not. That's like my truth. So when you want to share that with me, I'm like, oh fuck, or like vice versa. When I want to share it with you, I'm like, I care.
Feels so good.
A lot. Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're listening. Yeah, definitely the listening.
Really good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And like sometimes like
and how much you clean.
I'm not even looking for like a response back from you. I'm just like, I just literally want Kristen to listen to me right now. Yeah.
No, and definitely no. And that's why I was sitting here and I was like, yeah, access service, dude. Yeah, you've literally been the only person to do the backyard. You handle so many things around the house, like without even needing to be asked, and just like you just will always do them. And it just like, and I feel like it's like so good.
Yeah, it's like personal like enjoyment. I think it's like your way of just serving other people.
Yeah, that feels really good. And you never do it. Like I always am just like, fuck, she took out the trash again. I feel so bad.
I literally don't think twice about it. Like I'm just like, oh, something that needs
to be done.
Yeah, just go do that.
Yeah.
That's really also nice. Sometimes I'm like, it feels good to just do, but it's also a whole nother story anyway. So
we're doers in this house.
We are big doers.
All right,
really
Michela. How does Michela mostly love? Definitely physical touch.
I think physical touch is up there. Yeah.
Physical touch and quality time, I think, are definitely the ways that she loves.
I think words of affirmation before quality time. Well, those might be tied. Because I feel like you're really good at expressing
your love,
like why you love people and like how you love them and like how they've been doing a good job, and you're really good with
with your comfort words and just like telling yes. Yeah, and I think you're really great at saying thank you.
Words of affirmation for sure. I like to make people feel like supported through how I'm like communicating to them, for sure.
It's really special.
Yeah, for sure. And you're definitely a really big like gasser of just like, hey cutie, like you'll just like always like call us, freaking cat call us, and we're just like, okay, thanks.
I love when you guys look cute. I like have to say something.
Yeah. That's a good one. But yeah, definitely definitely physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation.
I don't sense myself being touchy with like people that much, but after you guys like pointed out that like I do the thing where like I push you if I'm like laughing or I'm just like poking you, or
love
come
playing
behind
footsie.
you. Oh my god, I love playing footsie.
Footsie's the best.
Footsie is like so comforting to me, and it's crazy because my sister also loves playing footsie, so me and her play footsie together. But she does this thing that like babies do, and she's always done it. She kind of twitches her leg, but she rubs her feet against each other at all points in time. If you're ever around her,
do that.
if you're ever around her,
a baby.
well, no, because it's a thing that babies do. So it's just like a comforting feeling to rub your. There's like a terminology for
I
it.
literally have been doing
I do
it this
it
whole
all
time.
the
Look at
time.
me.
Yeah.
Like I used to not sleep,
But like my sister does it like really, like you can tell she's fucking doing it. It's not very subtle. I'm like looking at her, I'm like, what, like why, what's going on here? And she's like, Michela, it's da 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 da, like it makes me feel safe. And I'm like, okay,
That's such a thing of like our sisters would all totally say some shit like that.
But yeah, if you play footsie with me, I love you. If I write you a letter and we play footsie, I love you.
Yeah, and
Words of
Michela like
affirmation.
always has socks on, so it's cute to play footsie.
I love socks.
You're not about the barefoot.
No, the barefoot footsie, that's very intimate.
That's
into
super
it.
intimate.
That's
What
really
if I had a
I
foot
don't know why
fetish?
feet are so intimate.
probably
They're
do.
great though.
Men's feet don't. I think women's feet are beautiful, but men's
Beautiful.
feet like are weird.
I sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're really not.
There's some nice men's feet.
Yeah, I like pretty boys.
Oh yeah, I forget you like pretty boys. So
Take care of
sure
the
there's some
toes.
nice feet out there. That's hilarious. Okay, guys, how do I mostly love?
Okay, so to Danielle.
Let's see.
I almost forgot we were recording.
I know,
Me
bro.
too.
It's been happening throughout this episode. I would say
I think Danielle loves people by serving them
forgetting them.
100%. Like
acts
if
of
I
service,
need-
absolutely.
If I need
100%.
anything, if I'm at work and I'm like, my vape died, you're like, I'll go get you one right now. And I'm like, what? I didn't ask you, but like, fuck yeah, I love you.
Acts
if you
of
would do that
service
for
and
me.
physical touch,
Yeah.
you would literally do anything all the time.
Yeah.
Like you're one of those people that always answers their phone. You're like, yes,
And you're like, what do you
What's
need? Okay, I'll
How
do it
can I
right
help?
now. Bye. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
guys, that
You're
makes me
very-
feel very reliable.
You're
Reliable
very
as fuck.
You're
Yeah.
very attentive to like what people need. Like if there's like anytime like I'm in the kitchen and I'm like looking for something, you're like, what do you need? Like where, like how can I help you? You
Like,
know?
literally this morning I was like, Danielle, I need help today, and then she immediately starts giving me like medicine and is like, what do you
I
like, how do you
shifted and I
feel?
was like,
yeah,
all right,
like
no
it
more
was almost
grumpy.
like irrelevant what was going on for you, which is like
Yeah, it's
but
my
it's
detriment.
an amazing attribute, but like can go both ways. But I feel like you've been working really well on that.
Yes.
But it was so sweet because I know that you love me that much that you would literally drop what you were doing to help me, because I like, yeah, it just felt, it feels amazing.
I think that's been a big thing in my healing journey of just like that being the immediate way, because I do it sometimes to also like position myself so that people can't reject me.
Ooh, so it's like a
I'm
little
like, you're
bit
gonna
of
need
trauma.
me. Yeah, for sure. So it's a
Damn.
fine line. So it's a fine line where it's just like I still want to love people in this way, but I need to make sure that the intentions are pure.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me
that's so-
sad.
You know,
But it's still cute,
Aw.
I guess. I don't know.
It's sweet.
It's sweet, but it's like, is that like manipulating the situation to make people love you more?
We're
don't
going
know.
too deep into
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
No, but you do really well with that now. Maybe
That's just a big
before
thing that I
in your
reflect on a
life.
lot.
Yeah.
You've been aware of that.
Yeah,
I
I've
feel
been
like
aware of
it's you've been
Yeah.
doing work on that. Like you do well with that.
Thank you.
Words
of affirmation. Thank you. That feels really good.
There she is. I think, okay, physical touch would definitely either be tied with acts of service for you or right underneath it, I think, because you're always like, just then, like, I don't know, you always give hugs, which feels really good. Like you initiate them, which is a huge thing, I think, with physical touch, because without the initiation, there's kind of like, I don't know if you're okay with this, like, can I do this, you know?
Yay.
But you usually have like open arms, so it's very sweet.
Yeah, I'm glad that.
Yeah, I'd say that's
how
up
you
there. And I think words of affirmation is pretty close for you too. You're very expressive with your communication too. Like Michela.
Yeah, you are very expressive with your communication.
And quality time, absolutely. You will literally stay up till 3 a.m. to hang out with everybody.
Oh my God.
On a Tuesday night. Like,
dude, it used to be crazy when we first moved in. Danielle was a fucking night owl. She was doing shit up until 3 a.m.
Yeah, we're trying. We're changing.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's shifted a lot.
Yeah. Good.
But
she goes 3 hours early.
All right, gang is.
Yep. It feels good.
I think that wraps everything up on our lovey-dovey love languages. This was such a cute little mushy episode. We're such lover girls, so
yes.
Yeah.
Let's get on out of here.
All right. Thanks for coming on this trip with us. We love you so much, fun guys. Check us out on YouTube and Spotify. Like, comment, subscribe.
Bye, fun guys.